Hey folks, Keith with 93 Lumber coming back at you with another beer. This is Bourbon County, as you can probably tell. This is the Goose Island Bourbon County Double Barrel Toasted Barrel Brand Stout. I think that's how you're supposed to read that. It's kind of a Bourbon Double Barrel County Brand Toasted Barrel Stout. Actually, that might be right. Or Bourbon County Double Barrel. No, Bourbon County Brand. I don't know. Whatever. But yeah. Oh, it says a collaboration with our friends at Elijah Craig in Bardstown, Kentucky. So aged 1 year in Elijah Craig small batch bourbon barrels, and then aged 1 year in Elijah Craig toasted bourbon barrels. Brewed, barrel aged, and bottled by Goose Island Beer. A little bit of some words on here. Yeah. Last year, when Heaven Hill launched Elijah Craig Toasted Barrel Finish, we jumped at the chance for another barrel project with our longtime friends. This time, we're using their finishing barrels. Custom oak barrels that are lightly charred and moderately toasted are used by the distillers to finish Elijah Craig small batch bourbon. A double barrel project of their own. I can't tell which... It's hard to tell what's a comma and what's a period. So, I may be reading this weird. A double barrel project of their own. This adds a layer of sweet oak complexity to what was already an incredibly nuanced barrel-aged bourbon. Double the barrels, double the time, double the complexity. In Chicago, our brewers expanded on that idea by transferring our year-old Elijah Craig small batch Bourbon County Stout into these truly unique Elijah Craig toasted barrels for an additional year. Goose Island Bourbon County Double Barrel Brand Toasted Barrel Stout. I think that was one of the ones I said. Is truly one of a kind. The process of aging an already richly developed barrel-aged stout a second year in those toasted bourbon-soaked barrels brings an enhanced taste profile of oak, vanilla, and caramel to Bourbon County like no other. Limited in quantity and boundless in flavor, this 2021 release is a stout to be enjoyed by a lucky few. I'm not sure. I don't know about that. This beer is basically a shelf turd in New Jersey. I didn't pick this up off the shelf. This was sealed, by the way. I have not opened this. Ooh, that was loud. Alright. Oh, that doesn't even stay. Oh, there it goes. Alright. I'll put that there. How about that? There's probably a couple things on here. It's got the ABV, I think. Yep, read all that stuff. Develops in the bottle up to 5 years. It says drink by... drink by July 20th, 2026. It is May 5th, 2023. It is 16% alcohol by volume. Enjoy in a snifter. That's close enough. And yeah, forgot to get a bottle opener out. And yeah. So, hope you're all doing well out there. I'll do my end spiel later. But I don't really do that many reviews anymore. So I think I'm gonna do a few reviews tonight, maybe. I'm gonna space them out a little bit. Like I'm gonna make dinner after I do this. And then maybe I'll do one or two later, maybe, depending on how I feel. Oh. Yeah. I got like a whiff of like cherry bourbon. But we'll see. Sometimes the whiffs can be a little misleading. Yeah, some cola vibes, but I feel like that's a typical thing for Bourbon County, at least from my experience. Half a finger of a mocha-ish colored head. It's dissipating kind of quick. But yeah. There's definitely some brown in there, but it's pretty dark. Yeah, let's see what it smells like. Yeah, chocolate. There is a slight charry thing in the background. There's a nice roast to it. There's also a nice sweetness to it as well. It is a little fruity. Berry, I think, is what people usually describe that as. Yeah, it is a little berry. I'm getting like a weird banana thing. I don't. It's not like chocolate covered banana. I don't know where banana would be coming from. I don't think any of. They pasteurize all their stuff now, so infection is probably unlikely. But there's something in here that's giving me like chocolate covered banana vibes. Yeah. The chocolate is more of a closer to a cacao nib. There is a sweetness in there though, so there is a little bit of sweetness, but it's closer to like the more bitter chocolate, dark chocolate. It smells pretty good. Let's see what it tastes like. Cheers. Oh. That was a big sip. There is a little bit of that chocolate covered banana thing, but it's more we used to make them when I was a kid, and we'd dip the bananas and then put them in the freezer. It's giving me in the taste, it's giving me less banana and more how the chocolate was frozen around the banana. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's getting a little nostalgia thing is what's going on right now. Yeah. There is a charriness. And it's weird because I'm not getting a whole lot of bourbon. I'm just realizing that I didn't even speak to the spirit character. It's not that big. On the nose, it's not that big. In the taste, it's a little bigger. But yeah, going back to the charriness, it's kind of... How do I want to describe this? It's kind of washed out. Like, it's not like a... It's charry, but it's not like... I don't know how to describe it. It's kind of I guess a good way of putting it is like it's kind of incorporated into the beer instead of like the beer and then there's like an ashy charry thing to it. But yeah. Yeah. There is like a almost tart berry thing or tart fruity thing. But yeah, chocolate. Same as in the nose. I don't think it leans as much into the cacao nib territory as it did on the nose, but it definitely leans that way, just not as much. What were the tasting notes on this? Because I feel like I'm not getting any of those things. Enhanced taste profile of oak, vanilla, caramel. I'm not really getting any of those. On the back, I am getting oak with a little bit of dryness. But yeah, I'm not really getting vanilla or caramel. When I was just taking that sip, there is a vanilla in here. It's not consistent. I got a whiff of it on the nose when I was taking that sip, and then I got a little bit in and out on that sip, but ooh. Now I'm getting more vanilla on the end instead of the oak. Weird. I don't know if everybody's palate does that. Like, sometimes I'll be drinking something and like someone will be like, oh, it has this in it or whatever, and I'll take a sip. I'll be like, I'm not getting it. And then a couple sips later, I'm like, oh, I get it now. It's weird. I don't know. Yeah, it's pretty good. There was like a weird, like almost tartness. It might just be the dryness from the oak, possibly, with a little bit of that charry thing. Because it's not tart. It's just the, the impression of tartness or something. I don't know. This wasn't refrigerated at all. I just had it under here, and I just pulled it up before I started this review. I was going to put it in the fridge for a little bit, but there's a crawl space under the house, and there's no insulation in the crawl space between the space and the floor. So when I when I was deciding which one I wanted to drink today, when I pulled it up, it was actually pretty cold. Not cold, but like way colder than I was expecting it to be. Because the floor is cold, because there's no insulation. Ooh. Yeah. There's like a... I don't know. Something just reminded me of something, and then I lost it. Maybe like a tea-like thing. I think I was thinking the dryness was making me think of like a little bit of like oversteeped black tea or something. I don't know. I don't remember. So anyway, this is fun. I didn't buy this. I think I can still find this on the shelf in New Jersey, in some places, possibly. I didn't get this one from a shelf. I got this from, I think I got this from somebody. Or maybe I did buy this one off the shelf. I don't remember. I don't think I bought any of these off the shelf. I think I got these from other people. So, through trades and whatnot. So yeah, I hope you're all doing well. Taking care of yourselves, taking care of each other. You can like this video if you'd like to. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. You can follow me on Instagram, 93lumber. That's spelled out, 93lumber. We'll see you in the next one. Cheers.